And when Alicia found out, insiders say she snapped. Years of bottled-up tension exploded in a full-on confrontation that's being described as a meltdown for the ages. Looks like karma doesn't miss. But here's the real kicker. This didn't come out of nowhere. Rumors about Swizz and Lala have been bubbling for years, and this tape might be the smoking gun Alicia chose to ignore until now. Sources claim this wasn't a one-time slip. It's been an ongoing thing, all while Alicia's been out here playing the loyal wife. So what's actually on this tape? How long has this been going on? And is Alicia finally ready to walk? Grab your popcorn, because this scandal is blowing up. What's wild is that as messy as this sounds, no one's really shocked. Let's be real, Swizz's track record speaks for itself. Once a cheater, always a cheater. That phrase is trending for a reason. But what really got people gagged is who he allegedly cheated with. According to multiple insiders, Swizz wasn't sneaking around with just anyone. He was allegedly having a full-blown affair with none other than Lala Anthony, and this thing's been going on for years, quiet under the radar. Until now, that's because a recording just leaked, and if it's real, it leaves very little room for "we're just friends" excuses.
So I don't have a problem with you, Lala, and your husband.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay, all right, so wait, backstory.
Okay.
Because I held this in for an entire year, right? So when we first launched the reunion show, somebody that claims to be working in Swizz's camp reached out to me in what I now know is a DM via direct messenger, right? Saying, I work for Swizz and I need you to know that him and Lala have been having an affair. They're madly in love with each other, but he has already told Lala and continues to tell her, calm down, I'm not leaving my wife. If you don't believe me, go on his page on IG. He always starts leaving comments in the morning and she be the first one to respond. But she don't just leave one response. She keeps it going and going and going to the point where he said, you gotta chill because it's starting to look obvious to my wife. So I said, who are you and why are you giving this information to me? God, I love you. Thank you so much. I'm blessed.
Fans are putting the pieces together, and it's looking like Alicia's picture-perfect marriage may have been cracked wide open long before the cameras stopped flashing. But it gets worse. Because Lala, she was allegedly still married to Carmelo Anthony when this whole thing started, and according to folks close to the situation, her secret fling with Swizz might have played a huge role in her own marriage falling apart. Now, let's be clear. Carmelo's hands weren't clean either. His scandals were public, messy, and included alleged outside kids. But while people were dragging Melo, no one was checking Lala, who might have been out here with Swizz the whole time. Lala once said in an interview, I wouldn't be with someone if he was cheating on me. I trust my husband. Whew, the irony. And when Melo found out she was allegedly creeping too, that's when their marriage really started unraveling. But here's where things get even messier. Back in 2021, radio host Miss Jones blew the whistle. She claimed someone from Swizz's own camp slid into her DMs, spilling tea that Swizz and Lala were madly in love and had been carrying on behind Alicia's back. The insider even said Swizz told Lala to chill on the public comments to keep things hidden from Alicia. When the rumors hit the blogs, Swizz jumped into damage control mode, denying everything. He even clapped back online with a screenshot of Alicia's song Lala, saying, "This is the only Lala I'm rocking with." But that didn't stop the whispers. And reportedly, Alicia believed him, until recently, because according to insiders, she found something concrete. And since then, it's been explosive behind closed doors.
Not around with Swizz and not breaking up happy homes. Like, people are forgetting when she moved into Swizz and them's house to work on the music with him, he was still married to his wife, living in that same house. And then she moved in while she was cool with the wife. It's plotting to steal her husband to cover up the fact that she's a dyke and she had just got caught beating that girlfriend of hers up down there in Aruba somewhere or something like that.
Let's not forget, Alicia and Lala were friends. So this isn't just betrayal, It's double-cross territory, but some fans aren't shedding tears for Alicia either, because this might just be karma doing what karma does. Remember, Alicia and Swizz got together while he was still married to Mashonda. Mashonda didn't just stay silent. She wrote an open letter revealing how Alicia moved into her home under the guise of working on music with her husband, only to sneak around behind her back. Mashonda claims Alicia knew they were still married, living together, and had just had a baby, but didn't care. The timeline Alicia gave never added up. She always claimed she and Swizz didn't get together until after the divorce, but the receipts told a different story.
So I don't have a problem with you, Lala, and your husband.
Oh.
Whoa!
Okay, all right, so wait, backstory.
Okay.
Because I held this in for an entire year, right? So when we first launched the reunion show, somebody that claims to be working in Swizz's camp reached out to me in what I now know is a DM via direct messenger, right? Saying, I work for Swizz and I need you to know that him and Lala have been having an affair. They are madly in love with each other, but he has already told Lala and continues to tell her, calm down, I'm not leaving my wife. If you don't believe me, go on his page on IG. He always starts leaving comments in the morning and she be the first one to respond. But she don't just leave one response. She keeps it going and going and going to the point where he says, you gotta chill because it's starting to look obvious to my wife. So I said, who are you and why are you giving this information to me? God, I love you. Thank you so much.
Even worse, Mashonda said Alicia pressured Swizz to seek full custody of their son, trying to erase the family that already existed, not just co-parent, but take over. Eventually, Mashonda had to choose peace for her child. She put pride aside and agreed to co-parent with Alicia and Swizz, even appearing in public with them to show a united front. But fans never forgot how that peace came to be. They called it what it was, damage control dressed up as a fairy tale. And now, it looks like the cycle is repeating. Sources claim Lala allegedly wanted Swizz to leave Alicia once she filed for divorce from Carmelo, but Swizz wasn't willing to blow up his public marriage. Again, sound familiar? And fans are pointing out the irony. Just like Alicia once pressured him to leave Mashonda, Lala may be pushing for the same. And now Alicia is the one on the receiving end. Swizz Beatz has a long history of cheating, dating back to when Mashonda was pregnant and he got another woman, Nicole Levy, pregnant at the same time. That child, Nicole Jr., was born while he and Mashonda were grieving a stillbirth. Later, while allegedly getting involved with Alicia, he also had a baby with singer Jonna Sebastian. That's 2 secret children, and 2 women allegedly cheated on in the process. The math has never mathed. So Alicia knew who she married, but she still thought she'd be the exception. Now it's looking like she's just another chapter in a very messy book. And with these new leak rumors swirling, this isn't just a scandal, it's a full-circle heartbreak. Alicia built her fairy tale on someone else's pain, and now it might be her turn in the storm. Stay tuned, this one's not over.